love you long time. And if you're a newbie, hi, welcome to the Fam Gang. My name is Olivia. I post beauty, life and style videos here on the tube. So I'm really excited today, and that's because we've got a full lineup of the new Send Nudes collection by NANCIE MWAI and the Shop New Level team. Just sitting over here, you got a sneak peek in the intro of what that looks like. This is going to be a first impressions. I have held off since this package arrived 2 days ago, and I can't wait to dig in and basically tell you all my thoughts on the packaging, on the products, on the shades, on the wearability, on all of that. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, then you are in for a treat today. I keep looking over here because that's where they are, just out of shot. But before we get started, I can't go before I let you know, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, join the Fam Gang, hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when I upload, and also you can follow me over on Instagram as well. Alright, I know you're dying, so let's just get started. So if you're an oldie on this channel, then you know that I am obsessed with lip products. It's my favourite category of all kind of makeup and beauty stuff. So anytime there's kind of like a new and exciting lip product, I am on board. And this, of course, you know, is the intersection between beauty and women and Kenya. So like Kenyan-owned business, female-owned business in the beauty industry, I am there. So New Level launched 5 new liquid lipstick shades, and all under the Send Nudes branding. The little card that came with the package looks like this. Let me just show you what it looks like because I'm holding up the box. You'll have seen it in the intro, but it's beautiful. This kind of like blush peachy pink of a box with a beautiful ribbon. I got the full box set, which comes with all the liquid lipsticks as well as this super cute mug, which says Send Nudes on this side, and then it has liquid lipstick and New Level on that side. So I love a mug, so we'll definitely have that on hand. So let me just quickly talk you through the shades, and then we can get into reviewing the whole thing. So there's 5 different shades, as I said. Sugar Baby, which is the lightest of the 5. It's a rosy mauve nude colour. Send Nudes is a dusty pink, and it's a mauve. And then we've got Come Baby Come, is a chocolate brown nude colour. And then we've got Choke Me, which is a dark brown with a deep pink undertone. And then finally we've got Morning After, which is a dark brown nude shade. So they are supposed to be all around this kind of nudes theme, which means that you should be able to find a shade that kind of works for you. I love the fact that there are shades in here for lighter complexions all the way to deep dark complexions. And for reference, if you don't know, I am around a MAC NW4748. I am a Fenty 445. What else do I use more regularly? I have a NARS New Caledonia and a Lancome Santal 13.3. So that's what we're working with, okay, in terms of my complexion. So I'm just going to go from top to bottom. We'll do swatches on the hand, and then we can do swatches on the lips as well. So before we get into the swatches and that, I just want to show you the packaging. This is a very, very NANCIE packaging. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is definitely her. The background of this packaging is like rose, kind of like a rose mural, really pretty, soft, feminine, and then it has these bold gold swatches coming across. So it is, I think the liquid lipsticks are called Attitude, or the line is called Attitude, but it's the Send Nudes collection, and these are all matte liquid lipsticks. You get 4 ml of product, which I think is about a standard-ish size. And then it says here on the side, long-lasting matte liquid lipstick with a smooth velvety finish. So love the packaging. So the packaging looks like this. It comes in a Perspex tube, which you can see the shade in. It says New Level here down on the side, and then it's got a black lid. Okay, and then it has the shade name kind of stuck on the bottom there. So that's the entire lineup right there. So from this side to this side, Sugar Baby, Send Nudes, Come Baby Come, which by the way, if you're not Kenyan, may not make sense to you, but it's really funny for us. Choke Me and Morning After. So those are the 5 shades. I love this colorway. It looks really, really pretty. And looks like I will enjoy quite a few of these. So I'm gonna do some arm swatches, then we'll get these on lips. So let me just get these on. Oh yes, so important to note that the foot is a applicator. It actually looks quite small, which might be good in terms of precision when you want to apply this on the lips. And it has like a nice scent as well. So there we go. That is the first one, Sugar Baby. That's a nice pink. That looks really, really wearable, and I think I will enjoy that one. Then we've got Send Nudes, which is actually a little bit lighter, but definitely more cool tone. So it did say that it had pinky mauve undertone, and I think that's quite accurate for description. That also looks nice. I don't usually pull myself towards mauves, but that isn't too kind of purpley grey for me not to wear it. So I think she got that just right. Next up is Come Baby Come. And looks like that. Come Baby Come is a nice kind of like deep brown. It's described as a chocolate brown, and I think that's quite accurate as well. Then we've got Choke Me, which is a deep brown again with kind of purpley mauvey undertones. Yeah, it says deep pink undertones, but I think I'm seeing more purple in that than I am pink. But mixed with brown, that's probably what's coming up anyway, but that's also really, really nice. And then the final one, which is the deepest shade, is Morning After, which looks like that. So those are the 5 right there, just swatched on my arm. These are all actually really, really pretty. I think the ones that are like immediately calling my name are the first one, which was Sugar Baby, and then definitely Come Baby Come, just because it's a really nice kind of deep brown, which works with a lot of things. But I am also enjoying the last 2. I'm not so sure about Send Nudes, because now that it's dried down, the purple is coming out, but I know there's some of you who will absolutely love that kind of a shade. Just looking at them on my arm and in the time that I've swatched them, they do obviously take a little bit of time to dry down. I don't think the first one's just about dried down, but there is still a little bit of wetness to them, which is actually a bit of a positive when you're putting on liquid lipsticks, especially if you want to blend and kind of do a bit more of an ombre lip, because then you've got time to kind of like mix and match them and you don't have to work as fast. But they are drying down pretty matte, and they're not really sinking into lines as well on my arm, but let's see how they perform on the lips. So for the first 2, I'm definitely going to have to pair them with a lip liner. I don't think I'll be able to get away with them without. So I'm just going to pop on one of my fave dark brown lip liners, which is Control by Colourpop. Okay, so let's swatch Sugar High. Oh. That looks... So that is Sugar High right there. That looks so, so nice, you know? It's described as a rosy mauve nude colour, but I would say that it's almost like a peachy pink. And this is kind of like my favourite kind of nude colour for lips, because it's very, very wearable. It just kind of looks like a flesh tone. It blends in with a lot of colours and kind of looks that you would do on your eyes and wherever, with your clothing or whatever. And it just looks super, super natural. The formula of this is really nice as well. It feels really, really comfortable on the lips. I don't feel like I've got much on. And it was easy to kind of like smack my lips together and to kind of like spread it out. That looks good. Let's do a test. I think it's pretty much dry now. On the mug. I've got a teeny tiny bit of transfer, but I think it's still probably drying down. And if that continues to dry down, that's going to be really, really nice. Sugar Baby, I think I already have a fave. Okay, next up is the shade Send Nudes. There it is. Oh, you know what? This is actually a really nice colour. This is the one that I was expecting that I wouldn't like so much on the lip. But it's really, really pretty. I don't wear, as I've said before, I don't really wear this kind of a shade that often because it's pretty pink. But I think with the right lip liner, girls. What do you think? send nudes. It's pretty. And that's quite a testament as well. And that's quite a testament as well to lip swatches, because how it looks on my hand here and how it looks on my lips, to my eye, look completely, okay, not completely different, but quite different. But to be fair, I've also got on the same lip liner, which deepens it up and makes it a little bit more rich. I don't think I would be able to get away with this without a lip liner, this or the other shade. But with the lip liner, I think that this could be a winner. Okay, the next shade is Come Baby Come, and with this one I've just added on a darker lip liner. This is Morphe's Trendsetter, which I'm really enjoying. It's a new one to my collection, but I'm really, really enjoying it. What? This colour is bomb. Come Baby Come is like probably my perfect kind of nude if you were trying to look for what my skin tone looks like on the deeper section. So this looks like the places where I have contour and where I have bronzer. This is kind of the shade. This is one of those colours that on one hand is absolutely gorgeous because it gives a kind of monochromatic look to the face, but then I don't know whether I'm used to looking so one-toned. I'm used to having a bit of dimension on the lip when I put it on. So let me know down below whether you think that this is like the look or whether you think that you like the one where it's a little bit lighter or a little bit darker. But generally this colour is beautiful. It is just a gorgeous chocolate brown. I don't even know how else you could describe it. It is so, so yummy. Okay, next up is Choke Me, and this was described as a deep brown with a dark pink undertone. Still looking at my arm, it does look very mauvey to me, so it has quite a bit of purple in it, but let's see what it looks like on the lip. I'm not going to put this one on with a lip liner, just so that we can see exactly what it looks like on. This is a really pretty shade. It's kind of like a deep plum shade. I don't know how often I would wear a colour like this though, because I feel as though, because I have quite golden undertones, that this kind of makes me look a little bit sickly. I don't know. Maybe it's the makeup that's kind of clashing with it and I need to brighten that up so that this can stand out on its own. But it is really, really nice. And I think if you've got the right undertones, or if this is kind of like your colour and you can rock this really, really comfortably. This is so pretty. So that last shade was a little bit difficult to take off, but it may have been because I forgot to put on a little bit of lip balm before wearing it. So just a recommendation, make sure you put on some kind of lip balm or protectant on your lips before you go in with this, because it made it a lot easier to clean off. So the last shade is this one, and it's called Morning After. It's the deepest, and it's just described as a dark brown shade. So hopefully no leaning towards any side. Again, I'm just going to pop this on without a lip liner. I thought that this was just a deep chocolate brown, and I was wondering why it was throwing it off a little bit, but just looking at the card again, it says that this has a deep plum undertone, which makes sense because that's why I'm feeling like I'm not 100% sure about the shade. Anything with kind of a purpley undertone throws me off quite a bit, unless it's like a blush and then a very particular shade of purple. So because this is a deep plum, I think it's leaning more. I can definitely see the plum in it. I don't know whether it's translating on camera. It's not a lot because it's a very deep chocolate shade, but it is definitely there as an undertone, and I think that's why I'm not leaning towards it as much. So I think in terms of shades, my absolute favourite by far is the shade Sugar Baby. That is just like my perfect kind of nudie, pinky, peachy shade that I think works for my skin tone the best. The one that I was surprised by the most out of all five is the shade Sugar Baby, because it's swatched very mauvey on the lip, but when I paired it with the right lip liner, it removed some of that mauviness, which isn't my favourite. So this is actually second of my faves in the lineup, and yeah, I just think I really like how that paired with the lip liner. I think on its own I wouldn't get away with it. I wouldn't want to get away with it with even like a purpley toned lip liner, because that would take it more mauve, and then I don't think I'd like it as much. But with a dark brown, and particularly that Control shade from Colourpop, I really, really enjoyed that. And my next favourite shade is Come Baby Come, but let me know down below, because I'm still thrown off in terms of how I feel like, is that a look or not? I know it's very 90s and it's very in, but I don't know whether I am used to it. Maybe I'm old. Getting old, and maybe I'm not about this anymore, but I think this could pair really nicely with a ton of other shades, so I think it's a staple one for me to have because then it can double up as a lip liner, possibly for one of these two other lighter shades, and I think that would be a really good combo. Unfortunately for me, the last two, Choke Me and Morning After, had a bit too much purple and a bit too much mauve in them for me to be able to feel comfortable for them in my collection. I was looking forward to these two actually the most, hoping that they wouldn't be, hoping that they would be like true browns, but the purple I think has thrown me off a little bit. Not to say that they're not beautiful colours, they absolutely are. I just think on my particular skin tone and how I want my lips to look, that isn't what I would have gone for. But all in all, the collection is beautiful. I think the formula is really, really nice. As I said, and as I've just tried out now, I think the best thing for you to do is to make sure that you go in with a nourishing kind of lip balm, not something too Vaseline or too oily, but just something balmy so that your lips are moisturized, and then also it will help to clean off the liquid lipstick after you've applied it. As you saw, the formula applied beautifully, just kind of like one swipe and dab dab dab, and it was all over the lips pretty much. It doesn't feel cracky, doesn't feel heavy, feels super lightweight on the lips, which is what you want from a liquid lipstick. I think a few years ago the formulas that were there were so heavy, so cakey, and you had to put on quite a bit to be able to get the colour payoff that you wanted, which meant that you ended up with kind of like chunky lips. So just make sure that you exfoliate well, put on your lip balm, and then this formula will work for you really, really well. Just to let you know, in terms of retail information, these retail for 1,600 shillings. They were on offer for 1,000 bob when they first launched, which is when I managed to pick up the gift set. But they're now 1,600, which I think is reasonably priced considering the quality of the product and the colours and the formula of what you're paying for. So I would definitely say check these out if you can, and I don't know whether it's an option now. Go into store and swatch these to see what works best for you. But if I had to choose just one, then I would definitely say that Sugar Baby is your girl. I think this will work for a ton of different people. Just make sure you pair it up with the right lip liner so that you can wear it comfortably without it looking kind of like, you know that look. Yeah, you don't want that one. If I had to choose one of these two darkest shades to go for, then I would probably go for Choke Me, just because it's a little bit more interesting and dynamic with that purpley mauvey kind of shade coming through, which makes it a little bit more different to other deep shades that I've seen. But if you're looking for a colour to kind of work for a lot of other different shades in terms of acting as a lip liner and to blend with other shades, then I'd probably say that Morning After will be your girl. So it really just does depend on what you're looking for, and I hope that you'll find something in the lineup that you like and that you can get hold of to wear and rock. If one or two of these darker shades did catch your eye, make sure you follow me over on Instagram, because I may put a couple of them up for sale, for resale, at like a really discounted price. So just keep your eyes out over there. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. I am really enjoying this. I would encourage you to go and support Nancy, go and support the brand, go and support these liquid lipsticks. I can definitely get behind the formula, and I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this to like any of my friends as well. So leave me a comment down below, let me know which shade you liked best and which one you have your eye on. If you've already picked one up, let me know what you think of the product as well, and I'll see you in my next video.